Welcome back to Grump's Barn, where today I shall be starting to clean up everything underneath the body of the Landy and clean all the crap off the chassis because, well, I'll let you have a look. As you can see, there's crap all over the chassis, tools and stuff every bloody where. Underneath the body is loads of dirt and crap and bits of metal and all sorts, so I'm going to get that all swept up. I don't really want those tyres going straight over little bits of sharp metal and stuff. Oh, and for anybody who was wondering, yes, it held up. In 2 days it's been sitting like that, and I've just checked it and it hasn't moved any more than it already was, which is fantastic. Although, as you can see, I did have a secondary measure of the engine stand sitting under there, just in case it did decide to start coming down. It would have landed on that, and that would have stopped it going any further, hopefully, if it had done that. But yeah, I thought I'd better just in case. Right, I better get on and get this cleaned up. This is going to take a while. And I finally got that bloody paddock mowed. Took me 2 days because of the weather. Got 2/3 of it done one day. Then it pissed down with rain and I had to quickly hightail it out of there. I got back in there today and finished it off. Fucking hard work doing it with that bloody poor little sit-on mower. It wasn't designed to cut grass, that's nearly a foot tall. I'm very thick with it. Ah, we got there in the end. So that's that all bloody done. Right, I better get and start cleaning up. Back in a bit. Well, there we go, all cleaned out under there. Nice and tidy. And everything's cleaned off the chassis, and I've started moving it back. Oh, it's a twat. It's a complete twat to move. Because obviously the only way I can turn the wheels is to use the steering arm there. And it's bloody hard work moving these, because if I'd thought about it I wouldn't have put the steering damper back on yet, but the damper's been on a long time now. It's obviously going to make the steering harder to move, but never mind. And I've also now worked out that somehow when this has been moved from post to block to post again, it's moved over slightly. So a slight angle. So I've got to come in at an angle, and I've now just realised that these blocks on here, this side, and possibly the ones on the other side as well, are going to need moving over a bit. Back ones are fine. Looks like there's plenty of room there, hopefully. But these front ones, no. I'm going to have to move them out slightly. Otherwise I'm never going to get this bugger back under. I knew it was going to be a fucking nightmare. This could take a while. I've been bugging about for about half an hour so far to get this lined up. It's very hard work. I'm sweating my bollocks off. And that's putting it politely. Right. Onwards, upwards, backwards, and wherever else we want to fucking go. I better get on with this. So I'm going to have to completely redo this front post. But never mind. Trying to cut the light out a bit, that's better. Right, I better get on. Well, good and bad news. As you can see, it's under, but it's not right. If you look here carefully, you'll see it's way out. There's a good foot to go further back. And what happened was, you guessed it, just as it was getting into place, this pole decided to give up. It didn't actually let go completely, as you can see. It's still attached. But it gave enough to roll off its stand, and the whole lot just fell down to the chassis. Thankfully it's done no damage, and it was a bit more twisted than it is now. I've done a bit of fucking about and got it back round a bit. So it's nearly there now. Fuck's sake. Oh well, could be worse. Now I've got a lot of fiddling about. I'm going to have to raise it back up again, very carefully, after fixing that rear pole somehow, probably with a bit of weld. Yeah, I shall fix it back up, lift it back up in the air again, and then slide it into place properly. It's nearly there now anyway, and it's pretty much lined up. So yeah, nearly there. This is back under. I am absolutely shattered. That's the end of this for today. Back again when I come to lift it back up and put it exactly where it should be. Till then, see you later. I'm back again. I'm just having a quick look at these poles. Because this one, front here, was fixed exactly the same way as the other one. Hasn't moved in the slightest. It's absolutely rock solid. No bend, nothing. Why that other one did, I don't know. But just remember, when you're watching these, I put everything in. Good and bad. I don't care. So you can learn from my mistakes. That's a good one, isn't it? Yeah. Ah, that is odd. Obviously there's a bit too much weight on that one to leave it loose like that. But I'm going to be taking this off today, and I'm going to weld the bugger on. Okay, I'm going to have to grind off all the gal first. And I should be wearing a respirator while I'm welding it, because gal fumes are not good for you. Very bad. So yeah, that's what I should be doing now. Taking this apart, cleaning it up, putting a nice bevel on the edge, on the inside here, all the way around. Give me somewhere for the weld to go. And then I should weld it up. And then I can lift this bugger back up again. It is actually pretty well lined up now. Yeah, it's a teeniest bit out. It's very, very close. So I can get it up in the air. Obviously nowhere near as high as it was last time. It won't need it. Just enough for me to push the chassis back under to the right position. And then I've got all the fun of bolting it all up. It's a lovely position to be in. Finally. So much buggering about and sorting out to do. Oh dear, how did that get in there? Move that rear brake line out of the way. That's it. Ah. I cannot wait till I got this bloody thing finished. Got my old Landy back on the bloody road again. Ah dear. Been a long time coming. Yeah, don't appear to have done too much damage here and there. That's pretty good. Bits of crap falling here. No, we haven't done badly. Right, I better get on. Get the angle grinder out. And clean up the ends of these poles. These bits of pole once I've unbolted it. Right, back in a bit. Well, there we go. That's that welded together. Not very pretty. It would have been a bit prettier. But unfortunately, I can't find my bloody mask anywhere. So I've had to weld it up, wearing a respirator obviously, after taking off most of the galv. It's all galved internally as well, so that's going to burn. I had to use this old thing, or what's left of a handheld one, and that wasn't easy. But it's done. It's welded together nice and solidly. Not going any bloody where, he says. Fucking better not. Just got to wait for that to cool down now. Then I can lift this bugger back up again. This old welder is fucking fantastic though. Brilliant bit of kit. So much nicer than the crappy old thing I've been using for years. Cut straight into that without even thinking about it. Well, the fact that I'm using decent gas nowadays helps as well, rather than the poxy little throwaway CO2 canisters you get. Teeny little things. I've got a proper argon mix, which it makes one hell of a difference. Much cleaner welds and fuck all spatter. Lovely. Right. We'll wait for this to cool down. Move a few things about, and then start lifting this bugger up again. Well, yet more little bloody jobs coming up. I still can't lift it up yet, because I've just realised that this here, the catch plate behind there was knackered, so I've just put a new one on there. And I need to take off this bracket down here, which means I've got to take the whole of this bloody swing away carrier off. Because the two holding points from the old chassis, so here, were sitting sandwiched between the two. I'm not going to be able to get a new one in there without taking that off first and putting it on properly. As you can see, that got cut off the chassis. Make it easier because I couldn't get under there without a lot of fucking about. Well, I'd forgotten about that bit. Yeah, another little job needs doing before I can move it back on properly. The lid is on top of it, even if it's completely fucking wrong. It can't go anywhere for the minute, that's for sure. Never mind, these things are sent to try us. Just like when I was taking the fucker off. You think you got it all done, and then you find half a dozen other fucking jobs that you haven't done yet that need doing. So I'll get on with this and get this bloody spring away off. Well, there we go. Finally off. I've got a mess under there. Bloody hell. That's going to need a bit of a repaint. Blimey. I should do a bit of tidying up on it, I suppose. I'll just paint it up when it's back together. I'm just glad to get that off finally. What a bastard that was. Didn't want to come apart at all. I had to drive the fucking one of the bolts out with a bloody pin punch. Well, a large pin punch. But we're done, that's out. And the new bit's on there. So now hopefully it's ready to be lifted again. No, I say hopefully. Right. Better get on and get this sorted, I suppose. Back in a bit. Alright, this is going to be the final bit for this video. I've decided that before I put this thing back on, I'm going to have to clean up this back and give it a repaint. Just at the bottom there. Obviously all that lot gets hidden away and there's all sorts of crap under there. So I'm going to give it a quick clean up, paint it up, and that'll be it for this video. And in the next one I'll be lifting it back up and putting it on properly. Because all these bits under here, obviously you're never going to get to afterwards. And there's all sorts of crap on there needs cleaning up. Yeah, so I'll just give it a quick rub down and tie it up a bit. See what we can do. Back in a bit. Well, there we go. Give it a quick clean up with some abrasive. Got all the crap off it. Flashed it over with a bit of etch primer. A few coats of paint. With a couple of coats of lacquer. Just to tighten it up a little. And give it some protection down the bottom there, which it didn't have before. Gone all the way under. Right. Now I've just got to leave it all to dry off. Excuse me. Right, so that's that done for today. That's the final job until it goes back on again, which, as I say, will be in the next video. Because for now, that's that done. I've got to leave that to dry off and harden up a bit before I put it on properly. Otherwise, it would be fucking pointless putting anything on there, because it's all we're going to do is scrape it back off again if it touches anything. Right, so that's me for now. Thanks for watching as ever. And I'll see you again very soon, when I hope to have this bloody body on properly. It's nearly there. I've had my hiccups along the way, as you know. But there you go. Good and bad, you see it all. Stupid and even more fucking stupid, you see all that too. So yeah. Hope you're enjoying it, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.